lines. We're going to get started with the offensive line. Yeah, Cardinals leading the way in sports in just a few minutes.
Is like the most amazing person you'd ever want to work with. He's probably one of the most talented guys I've ever worked with in my entire 50 years of broadcast.
When I was filling in for you one time, I'm sitting on the couch, and it was a break, or maybe as I was reading something, and all of a sudden, here comes Corey walking through in a Speedo bathing suit, and nothing else. And I turned to Andrea and I said, is he getting ready to do some kind of a bit? She goes, no, every once in a while he just does that. Is that true?
That's very true. Corey is very much into dress up.
Oh, okay.
So many of the live segments that he does, he dresses for the part. It could be a superhero costume, or a cowboy, or whatever.
Or a Speedo.
Or a Speedo if he's doing like a swimming thing.
The Sandy.
Set up. And on to Sun Devil Stadium. Todd Graham addressing his football team? No. Addressing the crew. I love this bit here. Thanking the guys, saying, hey, we're going to get it done right before the opener against NAU. That's got to be a kick to have a chance to take some photos, a few selfies with head coach Todd Graham. Addressing the crew and getting ready for the upcoming season.
I just kind of wanted to take some time today to tell you how much we appreciate the work you've done. It's absolutely amazing what you guys have been able to accomplish. In 38 days, we're going to be rocking this field and playing football right out here, and thanks to you guys. So I want you to know on behalf of our team, our university, we're grateful for the work that you do every day.
All right, let's continue here with the Arizona Diamondbacks and take it to Milwaukee as
Metals double around an electrical storm could have a downside, so let's put it back in the garage, huh? Whoa, that was close.
Yeah, this way. You can help find who did this.
America is already great.
President Obama taking center stage, trying to convince voters Hillary Clinton should be the next president of the United States. John Hook is in Philadelphia. There may be a brand new Valley millionaire out there. Is it you? The winning Powerball numbers tonight. Thank you for being here. First tonight at 10 o'clock, police investigating a deadly officer-involved shooting in a place you don't expect. Near a popular Scottsdale shopping center just off of Shea Boulevard, 93rd Street. And that's where Danielle Miller joins us live now with more on what's going on here. Danielle?
Troy, police still on scene here investigating. They're telling us that they could be out here for several more hours out here tonight, piecing together exactly what happened. They tell us that it all started just after 5 o'clock tonight when they received 911 calls of a white male in this area here acting erratically. Two officers did make contact with him in front of Chompy's, which is right on the other side of this parking lot where we are now. They tell us that an altercation between the suspect and officers happened after they say he did not comply with commands. They tell us that the suspect then fled on foot and met again with the officers here in this business park parking lot. He was still not complying with officers, and this time police say he showed them a knife. One officer then shot his gun, killing that suspect.
The initial call came in as a 911. The exact
strangely at a Scottsdale shopping center and came at them with a knife.
This happened in the middle of the day. Here is one of two deadly police-involved shootings in the Valley today. 3TV's Derek Stahl is live in Scottsdale with what led up to that gunfire. Derek?
Good evening. We are near 92nd.
Was injured other than this suspect out here. At this time, we do not have the identity of the suspect, but when we get any updated information, we'll bring it to you as it becomes available. Reporting live, Danielle Miller, Fox 10 News.
Danielle, thank you for that. A Marine who was shot and killed at a park near Grand Canyon University early yesterday. Today, Fox 10 spoke with one of his friends who can't believe what happened. He wants some answers. Dustin Shirk is the man who had just finished work. He was out for a jog, Friends say that Dustin was training to try to get back into the Marine Corps. A friend who has known the family since Dustin was just a teenager says this whole thing feels like a nightmare.
He's a Marine. He helped save this country, and please help him get respect for what happened and get rid of the bad guy that did this to him.
So again, please.
Those interactions with the people here, that's what we're still figuring out. That's what we're still going through. We came in as a 911 call. People obviously thought that something wasn't right and he was acting strange, and that's why our officers attempted to contact him.
In the end, no Scottsdale officers were hurt. Police aren't saying much about the suspect, just that he is a white man. I asked the Scottsdale police spokesperson if either of the officers was wearing body cameras. He said at this point, it's just not clear. Reporting live in Scottsdale, Derek Stahl, 3 TV.
Derek, thank you. And that shooting is the 24th officer-involved shooting in the Valley this year and the second deadly police shooting today. The first one happened this morning in Tempe. It started with a robbery at a Walgreens near Rural and Guadalupe. When officers approached the suspect, he took off running. A lieutenant was able to spot him and chase after him.
I saw him run in between those two buildings. And the cop, was very close on his tail and, screeched and jumped out of the car and chased him.
So when both men confronted each other, there was some type of fight, ending with a lieutenant pulling the trigger. The suspect was able to get up and fled inside a senior living center where he later died. Investigators didn't find a gun on that guy, but police say officers thought he was armed because he simulated a gun inside his bag at Walgreens where he threatened to kill people.
Fighting deportation to keep families together. Tonight, the community coming together to keep a
You open your mouth, you let out a cloud of stupid over the entire room.
Wow.
T-shirts, so we were able to help them out.
With a big cause in mind, merchants know the power in working together for a community cause.
We know that we have something special down here, but we know that it only comes from the people that live down here and the people that frequent downtown Tempe.
Now the DTA is installing new Tempe Mission meters, which are turquoise, so you can't miss them, with credit card processors to try and encourage people to not give money out to the panhandlers, but rather directly to the mission. And again, 100% of those funds will go to that campaign. So convenient, and you're helping a good cause. Reporting live, Marcy Jones, Fox 10 News.
Thank you, Marcy. Donald Trump's campaign announces that an Arizonan has been appointed now to his national campaign. Arizona State Treasurer Jeff DeWitt's been promoted from Arizona campaign chairman to Trump for President Chief Operating Officer. So he's going to run a whole lot of that campaign logistics and things like that. And State Representative Phil Lovis was appointed as Arizona campaign chairman in his place. DeWitt says his family life is going to be pinched for a while, but his work for the state is not going to suffer while he volunteers for Donald Trump. Senator Tim Kaine accepts the Democratic Party's vice presidential nomination, but he wasn't the keynote speaker tonight at the convention. That honor.
Also new tonight, some serious charges against a Scottsdale man accused of using social media to get naked pictures from underage victims. Detectives say 19-year-old Juan Pedro Lara created a Facebook account, a fake one, and pretended to be a girl. He then allegedly requested naked pictures and sex acts from several men. One underage victim told police that he sent photos to Lara. The victim says the man threatened to show the pictures to his friends if he did not do what he asked. Lara is facing multiple charges of child sex crimes. We knocked on his door today.
Hi, are you Juan?
But he did not want to talk to us.
Well, tonight we're getting our first look at the mother of 2 children killed. A mother and her 2 children killed in what investigators believe is a tragic murder-suicide. Tonight, family and friends are remembering 17-year-old Kyle and 12-year-old Emily. 3 TV's Lindsay Reiser spoke to someone who knew the family. She joins us live tonight at the home where all of this happened. Lindsay?
Well, they are still grappling with what happened at this home, Brandon. This home, which turned into a crime scene this week. Now, deputies say they believe Lisa Gerhardt took the lives of her children, 17-year-old Kyle and 12-year-old Emily, as well as her own. Investigators say Monday night they found a hose going from a car exhaust pipe to a window in the home. All three were found dead inside, also shot. A gun was found near Lisa. Neighbors tell us Lisa was upset her husband had moved out. I spoke with a young man who grew up with the children. He says Kyle was in his sister's book club and would often bring snacks for everyone. And Emily loved theater.
I was in at least 3 plays with Emily when she was a lot younger, and she was just a ball of energy. Always moving, always going around. I'm sad that I'm no longer going to get the opportunity to be around some great people.
Queen Creek Performing Arts Center posted on Facebook calling the loss to their theater.
Numbers 10, 47, 50, 65, 68. So 10, 47, 50.
Man was killed when he fell out of a palm tree near 35th Avenue in Glendale. He fell 30 feet to the ground. He hit his head and he died instantly.
A man found dead inside of his Phoenix home may have been a hoarder. Police doing a welfare check found the man's body in his attic. Neighbors say the house is so full of stuff that police had to lift his body through the roof because they could not get him through the door. No word yet on the cause of death.
And in Peoria, police
This guy caught. So that's Troy Hayden, Fox 10 at Facebook. We'll be right back.
After a monsoon storm, don't drive through flooded washes and don't drive around barricades.
Plan your day around Arizona's best monsoon coverage only on Fox 10 News. Fox 10 News is brought to you by Infiniti. Visit your local area Infiniti retailer for a test drive today.
Q50 holding short runway 1.
Jay, the
She was my patient. She wanted a backpack. I didn't put it together.
Well, why would you?
Well, you know, she was sweating, acting strange.
T, that describes 90% of the people who come in here.
Yeah.